You're looking at the title of the video, you're reading it, and you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, what is SeverTheBond on? I'm here to tell you the answer is no. No, we should not trade Marcus Morris. Cue the intro. Okay, now let me get this out the way. Las buenos, son. Okay. Now I want you to turn this up. And we ain't playing no games anymore. Okay. Backpack full of artillery. Shots fired, chest line literally. I ain't even gotta remind you, but I'm gonna killing them. They gotta line you. Backpack full of artillery. Shots fired, chest shot literally. I ain't even gotta remind you, but I'm gonna killing them. They gotta line you. Same people that despise you cover up lies and hello there, H+III+T to boot that dang on time. Welcome back to another video, gosh dang it. How y'all doing? There's like this little squeaky part right here in the floor that's a little bit obnoxious. I'm gonna stand over here. Oh no, but that's in front of the logo. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Y'all just gonna have to deal with the squeakiness of my house, but that's neither here nor there. Fellas and Michelle, I'm here to defend Marcus Morris. The last video I was on here defending the Knicks. Now I'm just generally talking about Mr. Marcus Morris, which might be the opposite, that is specifically, but that is neither here nor there. Fellas, we won our game last night in overtime. Well, this morning. I don't know how I'm awake, by the way, but we won our game this morning against the Golden State Warriors, which I don't know if we call them Golden State because they're not in Golden State anymore, but that's not even there. We beat the Warriors in overtime, and Marcus Morris was showing out, both offensively and defensively, and showing that he is a vocal and physical leader on both sides of the court. Yet there are still rumors, there's still narratives, there's still tones, there's still rumblings around the Knicks community, gosh dang it, that apparently we need to find a way to flip Marcus Morris for a legitimate star, or a somewhere like lower tier star, coming up on the 15th, because that is when all the people that you signed or whatever, you are able, as far as free agency goes, you're able to trade them away and such. And people are looking at individuals such as a D'Angelo Russell. Some people have brought up Brandon Ingram. Some of y'all want Kevin Love, as far as people who we can like try and give Marcus Morris away to either contenders or just stupid teams with valuable players to try and get something back. I have to just speak to that for just a quick second. If we get a D'Angelo Russell or a Brandon Ingram, you're talking about bringing in a volume shooter who's not going to do much of anything else but shoot the ball. We have those players right now on the team. Now, it's not their fault that they're not playing, but again, if you want a volume shooter who's just going to go out there and get buckets, who's really more of a shooting guard than a point guard, you got Alonzo Trier on the bench. Put him in. If you want a forward who's going to go out there and not play much D, but is just a bucket, you got one on the bench, Iggy. Now, if the Knicks don't play these people, I don't see how that is an issue on Marcus Morris' part. Like, I don't see how that's his problem. Just because the Knicks don't play them doesn't mean they don't exist. And y'all are talking about getting rid of someone who is a defensive anchor and the literal leader of the team on the offensive and defensive end for basically Carmelo Anthony 2.0. That's what y'all are saying. And I just don't understand it, and I gotta call into question some of y'all, and it's not just fans, it's again, some of the New York writers. I'm just having a trouble understanding. Number one, y'all are acting like we lost the game last night. I mean, maybe that was just a dream and we lost in the fourth quarter, but last time I checked and went to overtime and we were able to win because of the amazingness of Mr. Alfred Payton, because Marcus freaking Morris carried us offensively, because Julius Randle, for the first time in forever, did his freaking, well, not his job, but did a good job. Not his job, but a good job, gosh dang it. Bobby Portis was doing his shenanigans. And again, the unsung hero, gosh dang it, Mike Miller, drawing up the proper plays, getting them bums motivated, gosh dang it. Y'all are acting like we lost last night. We're coming off of a win where the squad that we have acquired was able to come through. Now, some of y'all are going to look upon me and say, Sever, you're not keeping the same energy. The same reason why you want Trier to play is the same reason why we would rather have Kevin Knox start.
Let me address that real quick for just a teensy bit of a second. I am all for 1000% here for Operation Let Them Kids Play. I'm here for it. I understand it. Boom, I got you. But we're not talking about a loss. When I say things like Mitchell Robinson should be starting, it's because if we're just going to lose anyway, there's no reason why Taj Gibson should be starting. If Taj is not going to play the second half of games, I'm talking third, fourth, whatever, if he's not going to play the second half of games, then what's the point of starting him, gosh dang it? You might as well let Mitchell just start. He's the future of the team. Go for it. That's what I got for you right there. No offense to Mr. RJ Barrett, who, again, we're coming off of a win, but I happen to think he would be great for that second unit. There's even a third unit, apparently. I happen to think he would be great coming off the bench next to Kevin Knox and all that foolishness, and let Trier start. Since y'all want someone who's going to go get a bucket unconsciously and do nothing else, let Trier start instead of RJ Barrett. I don't think RJ's going to care, and if he does, who cares? It's an example of a kid that we drafted who's going to go ahead and get the minutes, gosh dang it. If you want someone who is quote-unquote tradable, who for the betterment of the team should go ahead and get dished, not that I think that they should leave, but if you guys are of the mindset of somebody has to go on the 15th, even though I don't know why that would be the case, then look at a Wayne Ellington. Look at a Sandra Bullock, who hasn't played a single game yet. No offense to that man, but look at a Sandra Bullock. Look at a Wayne Ellington. Look at a Taj Gibson. You want to know what we need? We need another power forward, and we need another freaking center. We need some form of a shot blocker out there, which, again, you can look at our G League and say, well, Kenny Wooten's down there just collecting dust, not doing nothing. Might as well bring him up, gosh dang it. I mean, what happened to Isaiah Hicks? Did we just let him go? I mean, again, a lot of the issues we have could be addressed with just looking at the kids. If y'all don't like Dennis Smith Jr. anymore, then, you know, we got Kadeem Allen. I don't see why we need to outsource talent when we got them all right here. And especially, I find it disrespectful when we're looking at people who are doing their job above and beyond. It's Julius Randle who's supposed to be having these Marcus Morris performances. This was supposed to be Julius Randle, but instead it's Marcus Morris. So we finally get someone who can drop 30 in his sleep and then has the audacity, I'm gonna flip it, the audacity to play defense too? And y'all want to trade him? That's the most New York Knicks thing I've ever heard in my life. We get gifted with someone who's a bucket and plays defense, and y'all want to trade him. And again, if we're coming off of a loss and he's not doing nothing, then okay, get the bum out of here. But that's not the case. I'm just confused as to what y'all want, what y'all collectively want. Mike Miller's coming through. Who knows? Maybe we don't have to get another coach. Maybe Mike Miller is the wake-up call that they needed. Gosh dang it. Who knows? There's no need to complain there. If y'all are just, and I hate to say this because I used to get accused of this quite a bit, but I just need to remind people, don't just complain because you're used to complaining. There's got to be something legitimate behind it. Don't just complain because we're the Knicks and we're supposed to complain about our team, gosh dang it. Don't just be upset to be upset. Because the gripes I'm hearing about Marcus Morris and should he be moved, it doesn't make sense. Again, if you've got an issue with Ellington, sure. If you think Taj is too old and he's taking up minutes from Bobby Portis and them and Mitchell Robinson, sure. Again, y'all know I am team let Trier play. Not just play, but start. But I guess we have to start and let him play. But I don't know. A lot of the issues that I see us having as far as personnel goes, the Knicks have a solution. We just have to let them play. never thought it was a personnel issue. I've always found it as a coaching issue. But especially after a W, I don't see where there is room to complain. I just don't see it. And for those of you who are thinking I'm not keeping the same energy with letting the kids play because I don't want Knox to start, that's not the case. Because I think Kevin Knox deserves to play more minutes. I do. I just don't think he should be starting when we have a Marcus Morris. I don't get how we can be gifted with a Marcus Morris and want him to be traded. I don't understand that. Maybe there's something I'm missing. We got someone who can drop 30, somebody who actually hits their foul shots in clutch moments, somebody who's going to play some serious defense against the best player on the other team. This man was volunteering to guard Giannis. And unlike Lance Thomas, he was successful. And y'all want to trade him? I feel like some of y'all are just complaining to complain. And I have to remind y'all, we're in a positive space at the moment. It's okay to let yourself be happy and let yourself be optimistic with what the Knicks are throwing out there, gosh dang it. It's okay to be happy. There's no rule that says we have to be miserable and complaining all the time. Bring a little positivity out there, gosh dang it. Like, comment, subscribe, H+III+T. So, the Triple OG putting as much work as me. Do me a favor, point him out. You guys are going to let me know your thoughts regardless, so I don't need to say it, but let me know your thoughts down below. And I'll answer your comments shortly. Gosh dang it. I'll see y'all tomorrow night for a dub against the Kings. I feel like we should win. And again, we have to adjust our entire mentality because this is a new day, this is a new era, and everything's going to work out just fine. So let's try and slowly come back to the, oh, this is a winnable game type vibe again. Because it is. If we can beat the Warriors, if we can withstand D'Angelo Russell going off in our faces, then I think we can handle whoever the job is on the Kings. You feel me? I think we'll be okay. And I think our freeform point guard is better than their freeform point guard. No offense to Aaron Fox, but I like Alfred Payton. Anyway, see y'all tomorrow.